is your First Alert 5 weather with Sam Schreier.
Look at them go. Clouds, storm updrafts trying to form off the mountains. I have this camera at our KOAA studio pointed south. So here's Cheyenne Mountain. Here's the Front Range down Pikes Peak running south through town. That tells us that cloud cover going up, sucking in the moisture as it goes and trying to develop. It's going to be a stormy day. It still looks like an incredibly active, even possibly dangerous afternoon. We're currently at 79 degrees with a southeast wind at 7 miles per hour through town. In Pueblo, direct east flow that's going to ram moisture over to the wet mountains and up into Canyon City, right through the Wet Mountain Valley. It's also a lot warmer at 82 with that sun. That's going to keep heat in the skies for a while. There's energy moving in, sparking a lot of showers and storms over the San Juans, down the mountains in and also west of Park County, but Teller County, southern mountains, we're getting some storms to push in awful close. Here's a little closer look at our HD Doppler radar. Nothing overly strong into northern Fremont County. Again, most of this is Park County, but a couple decent storms kicking off the summits of the Sangre de Cristos. As I've mentioned, today is still more of a waiting game. The next few hours will be very interesting. I want to start with the Pikes Peak region first, and then we'll expand out in our modeling, because storms are going to begin mostly in the Pikes Peak region, other than a few storms in the southern mountains. Noon, we're dry, and that's what we have right now. But over the next couple hours, see those clouds I looked at over Cheyenne Mountain? The model develops a storm right where we're seeing those updrafts, and it's probably going to be pretty strong, if not severe, especially when it crosses into town. So by 1:30 to 2, large, possibly severe thunderstorm right over the Centennial area, Fillmore. This is basically north of downtown. This is right over the Briargate area. But the more concerning storm is what's happening in Teller County. Hail, strong storms, lots of lightning, heavy rain is possible. And then that dips south. When storms get away from Black Forest and go south, we are forecasting large, possibly damaging hail from Fort Carson, especially Fountain. South of downtown, our models have now consistently putting out some very heavy storm action. So Fountain, please be extra aware. It's not looking very good for town right now. Also the airport, large storms. This also could be happening right near downtown. This is by 4 o'clock, and the worst of it settles south closer to 5. Now a wider view. Here's that large cell on the south side of town, Fort Carson, central and southern Colorado Springs, out to Black Forest. We will push this down to Pueblo by 6 o'clock. Heavy rains, severe weather is possible. That extends down into Los Animas County. By 7 o'clock, this starts to move east, so Otero County, east of Pueblo, La Junta, towns in between. Large hail threat. Could still see some big storms by 7, 8 in the Pikes Peak region. And 9, 10, 11 o'clock tonight, this storm complex forms into one big mass of rain. Flooding is possible, but the severe threat does go down. So we're at a 3 on our storm impact scale. If I was forecasting this just for Fountain, we'd probably be closer to 4 on that impact scale. Large damaging hail is possible. Storms the next 2 days, but we do dry out for the weekend. Pueblo, large severe storms are a possibility through the end of the day and early this evening. Storms tomorrow, and then we dry out through the coming weekend. Canyon City, looking like some big storms, but the worst energy is east of you. So prepare for the worst, but it might be better for those severe weather closer to Pueblo. And finally, Woodland Park, we can't rule out some large hail, but I think heavy rain, flooding is the bigger concern with moderate size hail. And then as we get into the weekend, we do dry out.